All right. Welcome in. Welcome back. We're back on the Andre Duke Show with Carter Smith. How is everybody doing out there? We got the watch party going on for um, Arkansas, Notre Dame. This should be very fascinating, to say the least. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Just checking in and seeing how everybody's doing. Appreciate everybody who is joining the stream. Also, in the second half, we are going to open the phone lines. Um, just something that uh, I kind of do as the game's winding down. Me talking for in excess of hours. So there is that. Also, we are doing the Alabama, Georgia. We are doing quite of a myriad of options on this college football Saturday. But if it is your first time joining the stream, appreciate everybody. I got the TV setup going, just all kinds of stuff. Um, let's do this. Sorry, I am Notre Dame and Arkansas are about to kick. So there's that. Got the gonna be hanging out in the stream. If I can get all my stuff set up. But yeah, I'm rolling with the Razorbacks today on TV3. We got Big Noon Kickoff. Got to get the box rolling. Got the multi-box. If you're watching on Twitter, come on over to the YouTube side of things. That helps us a ton. What are my best options for what we got? Let's go down to the multi-box. Where are you at? Oh, we can build our own multi-box. So Arkansas starts with it, and yeah, that's a problem. Why do I have no multi-box? Huh. There is that, but appreciate everybody who has jumped in. Like I said, in the second half, we are going to open the phone lines. This is going to be a very specific multi-view. That's the downside with streaming because they don't always have everything you want in one spot. You got to look for it. Georgia, no, I don't want. Is it hard to ask for the Pitt, Louisville, Duke, Syracuse, Georgia Tech, Wake? Appreciate everybody joining. I'm just trying to get my TV set up here. Trying to get TV2 set up. I guess we'll roll with that multi-box. USC and USC and Illinois are underway. Appreciate everybody who has jumped in. It has been it's not a catch. But we'll try to get everything up in the algorithm. But appreciate everybody in here across all platforms. Let's go here. Keep checking that periodically. Move that over a tad, but yeah, we got quite a few people in here. Let's go Arkansas. Yeah, I was rolling with the Hogs today. Just it's going to be I think it might be a long day for some of the fine folks. Okay, that's got to go higher. Hate to be that guy, but that's got to go higher. This goes over here. And that there. Get all the remotes and everything set up. Arkansas rolling with a field goal early. And I keep disappearing on TikTok. So Notre Dame holds them to a field goal to start it. Just checking in to see what everybody's up to. Also, we are live on TikTok. Also, if you can do us the biggest favor, if you're new to the channel, hit that like and subscribe. What a wild day in college football. It is a very bizarre one, to say the least. Nope, Duke lining up for a field goal. USC driving. Throw this in there. That'll help. Hopefully. But yeah, I gotta get it. Just trying to get comfortable for this long day. We're also doing 3 games today. We got Notre Dame, Arkansas, LSU, Ole Miss, and then we're going to cap it with Georgia, Alabama for this evening. But yeah, that's kind of what we're doing here. Oh wow. That's a rough comment on TikTok. Uh, but yeah, we are going to open the phone lines in the second half for the fine folks out there that want to call in. My Twitter is going crazy. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at for the moment. Um, I'm gonna wonder if they're gonna hurry this Arkansas Notre Dame game along. Kansas out to an early lead. Notre Dame also wearing the all white today. Happy Saturday, brother. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you pulling up. We're going to open the phone lines in the second half. I'll take Notre Dame, Arkansas before we jump on over to LSU, Ole Miss. That is the big thing. Mississippi State beats Tennessee. I think I can buy that one today. I'm not going to go out there and say that Mississippi State is oh wow. Go Vols. I think that's a penalty on. I think that penalty will be on. I've got arc +5. Yeah. Blocking downfield. That is going to be the big one. I think both these defenses are not atrocious, but they're kind of rough. Wow, Pitt jumps out to an early 10-0 lead. Aguilar ain't losing to Mississippi State. Okay. Arizona State thought that they were not losing today. Good old Robbie Ashford getting the start at Wake Forest. I think the big key to this game is going to be one of the big keys is going to be come on, guys. It's college football Saturday, and you guys want to ask me NFL fantasy? Ugh. I may be the guy that's kind of a. What was the. Oh, yeah. I can't believe Florida State just biffed it like that, to be honest. Cannot believe it ended up like that. But I think the just checking on some things here. Oh. All right, CJ Carr dialing it up, wide open. That's going to be the I think that's going to be the Achilles heel of Arkansas today. Is if CJ Carr airs it out, it's going to be a rough one. What's in the water in Detroit producing quarterbacks? Yeah. Well, the one side of it is that Notre Dame wants the CJ Carr thing to work so bad. Sam Pittman needs this one. For all intents and purposes, he needs to win this one. Ooh, no flag on that one. Ooh. All right. I'm kind of wondering how long it's going to be before Notre Dame gets in the end zone. Carr given the wheels. Syracuse. Go Hogs. Yeah. 3rd and 7. Here we go. Free runner thrown to no one. They call roughing the passer on that one. What? Okay, so they'll offset and replay the down. Oh, it's because he hit him in the head. And the white hat threw it. So after that call, I'm tackling the wide receiver on every play. Oh yeah, I mean, this is where Arkansas is going to struggle. Although I thought that was they should just put flags on quarterbacks. Yeah, I kind of agree with that at this point. Because I mean, we're getting to the point to where you can't tackle them at all. You can't even hit them. It's just kind of becoming a joke for all intents and purposes. I mean, really, you could have called that a just a, how do I want to put it, a hold. Miller Moss trying to calm everybody down. I used to watch football back in the 70s and 80s, totally different game. Oh, yeah, because those dudes were getting crushed. Right. I hear you, Dave. Yep, touchdown. Wow, Notre Dame brought a lot of people down there to Arkansas. But if you're new to the channel, we do take a break at halftime. If you're watching on Twitter, come on over to YouTube and hit that like and subscribe button. Yep, he's down. The ball is not across the plane. I think they're going to review it. All right, get the DV Sport monitor out. But yeah, like I said, we'll open the phone lines in the second half. Well, I'm going to root for Arkansas. You got to root for my Buckeyes. Yeah. It'll be interesting. I think that's going to be an interesting ball game out there in Washington today. Not Big Ten refs, right? Although I will have to say the Big 12 made a mockery of last night's Arizona State game. I kind of feel like they pretty much gave that one away. They gift wrapped that one for. Oh, no. Second effort. He got it. So Jeremiah Love in the end zone. I actually haven't been a big fan of SEC crews this year. Yeah, they haven't been the greatest. Let's pull up. Let's get the other laptop fired up and get the scoreboard going. So Georgia Tech's up a field goal. Illinois scores. Rutgers up on Minnesota. Cincinnati ties it up. UCF, Kansas State. I think it's going to get weird out there in Manhattan if how do I want to say it? It's going to get weird out there in Manhattan if they drop another one. I think anyway. All right, I got to move this. Indy looks like they shop at Ross Brands with less Under Armour gear. Yeah, that makes sense. Hold on, I got to move this antenna. All right. Hopefully that fixes that. But yeah, if you're watching on Twitter, come on over to the YouTube side of things. Also, folks on TikTok, it helps if you hit the link in the bio and come on over to YouTube. We're gonna open the phone lines probably after halftime. To be honest, that's probably what it'll be. It'll be after halftime. USC's already melting down on their message boards. So there's that. So, all right. This is kind of where we're at. Oh, wow. The last quarterback to beat USC for Illinois was Jeff George. Arkansas beat Oklahoma. Oh, wow, Skip. I got that same Notre Dame pull down. Why is this acting so weird? I don't get it. The green screen on TikTok just is so strange, to be honest. Hold on, everybody. Maybe that'll help. Maybe not. Just trying to get everything positioned to where it looks fairly decent aesthetically. There we go. Wonder if moving that back will help. And if I scoot closer to the mic, that might help some stuff. All right, Taylor Green back at it. Let's see what they can come up with. Oh, hit him right in the hands. So that's kind of where we're at. I wonder what ratings the Ohio State Washington game will get for this weekend. That's what I'm kind of curious about. It is looking rough out here for Arkansas offensively. So there's that. What is USC mounting down? Another year. Going to be a long day. We never have a good defense. Those are all polls from the USCfootball.com. Is what Message Board Genius has tweeted out. All right, Notre Dame back on the field. I just wore a got the Hogs on there because Sam Pittman needs this one. I thought I'd maybe bring him some good luck, so it'll probably be every team that I wear today for the live streams will lose. I could see that happening. Yeah. Yeah, I think the Pittman experience in Arkansas might be over sooner rather than later. Because if Notre Dame keeps matriculating the ball down the field, it's going to be a rough one, as I'm suspecting as it's going right now. But yeah, we got a pretty good crowd in here on Twitter. All right. So what is everybody up to today? Anybody got their Traeger fired up? Wide open. Yeah. Yeah, the just looking at it here. Yeah, it's going to be a long day for the Hogs. Judging by appreciate you, Brad. Judging by how it's going right now, if I had to guess, ABC is going to hurry this along. I think they're really going to hurry this along. Because I think they're going to want Ole Miss LSU to start on time. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I think they're going to want that to start on time. Because I think ABC kind of learned their lesson on Ole Miss Kentucky, because Ole Miss Kentucky was, I did that one. Ole Miss Kentucky was, I think, a 2 hour and like 15-minute first half. And that's another Jeremiah Love touchdown. Gonna be a long day for the Hogs. If they don't get that figured out. Huh. Kelsey or Hunter Henry? Yikes. Neither one are good options, but I guess Louisville's moving it. Oh, It should have been 15 yards. He spiked the ball. I'm assuming the PAT was good. But yeah, if you're watching on Twitter, come on over to YouTube and hit the old like and subscribe button. That helps a ton. So yeah, that's looking at that updated. So yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. Duke is up on Syracuse early. That is take a picture of what it looks like at AccuSure, because that's about the best that grass is going to look all year. Cincinnati throwing at Kansas's end zone. So yeah, hopefully we can get some more interaction. I'm just looking at some stuff. What do we got for? No, I appreciate the follow. What is it? Cortland Sutton, London, Malik Neighbors, second pick 2. I'd probably go Sutton and Neighbors. Oh yeah, I guess they are calling this the Lou Holtz Bowl. So yeah, there's that, I guess. Appreciate everybody. And the kick is away. Notre Dame up 14-3. I did take the over today. Looks like PI in the Illinois game. I would say if Arkansas has another 3 and out here, it spells disaster for you. But I don't think the Notre Dame defenses look stellar, even though they've gave up a field goal. And it is looking pretty packed in Arkansas, though. Another 3rd and 2. Arkansas's got to get this one, and it is looking empty. All right, USC on the board. It is looking empty at AccuSure Stadium for Pitt. I'm sure my Steeler fans that watch this show are not going to be thrilled. All right. Hold on, TikTok folks. I'll be right back. Arkansas picks it up. It says you have. All right. I'll be right there, TikTok. If I could get this damn thing to sit down. Here we go. There's that. Oh, hell. Hold on. Holding on Arkansas, that is a tough endeavor. Sorry about that, folks. First quarter is almost coming to an end here in Fayetteville. Pitt is now up 17-0 on Louisville. I'm telling you, don't do it. I wonder what I can get that. If I can get that live. Oh no, if he coughed that up, that's going to be a bad day. I don't think we've seen the end of that. So yeah, there's that. Not looking good. I guess it wasn't a fumble, but they'll call that third down. So here we go. Taylon Green, can you pick up a 3rd and 1? That's a long yard. Oh, inside fullback handoff. He had a lot of grass in front of him too. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna open up the phone lines in the second half. So there is that. Appreciate everybody who pulled up on the live today. So Arkansas's in field goal range, first quarter coming to an end, and then Notre Dame is getting blocked up front. Although I will have to say, on a side note, looking at Kansas's stadium, that looks immaculate. Don't know who Daniels was throwing that to. Guess that's the end of the first quarter here in Fayetteville. Yep, there's PI in the Syracuse game. I guess Vandy kicks off at 12:45. This is the big networks competing big time with each other. I guess the latest game we got starts at 10:15 East Coast. They absolutely buried Kentucky, South Carolina. Kind of did that to Tennessee, Mississippi State as well, but what are you gonna do? Start two Pickens, Judy Golden. Thanks for the follow. I would not start Pickens, but I think you're all right. The rest of the, no matter who you pick, I think you'll be all right. I wouldn't start Pickens at all. All right. Well, Pitt's out to a commanding lead. I've been worried about the Green Bay defense. Thanks. Well, I think worrying about that is not going to be what it's. I think Green Bay will give up some yards, but I just don't trust George Pickens to do the right thing. Oh, man. Apologize. My mic etiquette is not the best, but that's kind of where we're at. Ooh, it is empty up top at Wake Forest. Yikes. Don't be showing the crowd too much there. It is empty at Wake Forest. Also on TikTok, for you folks on TikTok, you can also hit the link in our in the bio, and it'll bring you on over to the YouTube channel and hit the like and subscribe there. Scadaboo or Chimera? I would take Scadaboo because I don't think New Orleans does anything well. All right, start of the second quarter. So Arkansas is facing another third down. Can the Hogs overcome this? Is the big question. Ginty or Judkins trade? I would keep Judkins. He's going to run mean. Wake Forest has got a punt. Yeah, they're trying not to show the crowd because I don't think anybody is there. ETN Tyreek for Henry. I don't know about that. You probably should have drafted better. Pearsall or Keenan Allen? Probably Pearsall. But that's kind of where I'm at on that. Ooh, Arkansas might be getting close to punching it in. So, yeah, there we go. We need points. We have the over. I would roll like Buka because he's been a touchdown machine. See if Notre Dame's defense bows up. Miller Moss sacked again. Does Notre Dame get in there and get a stop? Notre Dame holds again. Rutgers up 14-7 on Minnesota. Chris Ash is taking a lot of heat. I will say a lot of heat. And they give it to Big 71. That dude's in, I think. Arkansas touchdown. Shaq McCoy. Big O lineman gets in there. What's Altmaier up to here? Evades. So there's that. So here we go. We might have a ball game here in Fayetteville. I think the big thing's going to come down to whatever defense can make competent stops. Oh no, Syracuse. The Dukies are going wild at the Carrier Dome. Stafford or Purdy? Purdy's out. How did Louisville get the ball back already? That's fascinating. Pitch. I'm surprised they didn't call a hold there. Indy defense stinks. Yeah. That's hasn't looked great. Bielema is pissed about something. Cincinnati scores. Archie fumbling away today. We'll see. As a Dogs fans, I'm rooting for you, Woo Pig. See, here's the deal. One of the big things, if you're a fan of any SEC team and your team has a shot to go to the playoffs, on the Notre Dame side of things, my co-host Archie needs Brett back. Go Ole Miss, fry them. Here's the deal. If you are a SEC fan and you want your team that has a shot at the playoffs to make it, you need Arkansas to win today, because if Arkansas wins today, Notre Dame is done. And I know the Notre Dame fans are not going to like that, but Notre Dame is a 3-loss Notre Dame is not getting in over a 11-1 ACC team, a here comes Arkansas. Oh yeah. How do I want to put this? Arkansas team or a Notre Dame team that's please keep Notre Dame out of the playoffs. Yes, that is what it comes down to. Because if appreciate you, Tori, but what it comes down to is that appreciate the follow. But what it comes down to is if you're an SEC fan and Notre Dame takes on its third loss today, they're not getting in the playoffs. Period. Also, Tori, if you hit the link in the bio, it'll take you over to the YouTube channel. And if you hit the like and subscribe on the YouTube channel, that helps us a ton as well. Who's the sleeper this week? I think Virginia. I think Virginia woke everybody up. They are pumped at the Carrier Dome. But it all hinges on if Arkansas can get some stops and scores. Illinois taking the lead. But I think Arkansas will be okay. Oh, appreciate you. Oh yeah. I'm assuming you're either Georgia or Alabama. Because we are go Dogs. I'm also doing I'm pulling for Georgia tonight too. I'm even going to wear a Georgia hat and a hoodie that I have because I think Georgia wins big tonight. Call me crazy, but I took Illinois' money line. Yeah, Gator Nation. But yeah, also we're doing the LSU Ole Miss. I got to pull for the Rebs. I have a friend that used to work there on the football staff. He's wide open. Oh, appreciate you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. But yeah, we got we'll be doing the live post-game call-in show as well. I think on this one, yep, didn't turn around and look for the ball. They were throwing that flag. But yeah, we will have I think we're going to have the phone lines open in the second half for this because I feel like it's going to get very interesting to say the least. I know the main thing is that they're going to be I'll be streaming it with a Bama fan if the Dogs win. Has to stream all day Sunday with a UGA shirt. I think Georgia wins big tonight. I don't think it's Nick Saban's Alabama anymore. But I have a friend that used to work at Alabama and Ole Miss, so I think that I'm in agreement. But also, it's not, but they have a chokehold on us somehow. I think you're going to see the Georgia defense come alive tonight. I hate to be that guy, but I think they come alive tonight. And then also we do take a break at halftime, and then I restart the TikTok live as well. But also, Georgia hasn't lost a playoff game, or not a playoff game, but they haven't lost a game at home since 2019. I don't see why that trend changes. But the Hogs here need a stop in order to get this figured out. They need to hold them to at least a field goal, and Notre Dame is running all over them. Huh. Interesting stuff. Let's go Hogs. Yeah. They need to appreciate the likes. They need to get a stop here. Although I bet the over. That's kind of what it is, but Arkansas cannot stop a runny nose at this point. Huh. Fascinating stuff. So Louisville on the board. They're down 10. I took Louisville live. When are they going to start hitting the turnstiles at Razorback Stadium? I think that's coming soon. Who's winning, Ole Miss or LSU? I got to pull for the Rebs. I think the Rebs win it. And Utah State up 7-0 on Vandy. I think Ole Miss wins big today. I think with everything going on, I think LSU has played so tight. But I want LSU. Well, I think LSU has played so tight leading up to this game ever since, and I don't think they're going to relax because I think everybody in the football building there is just so I hate to be that guy, but it's hard to like put a thumb on it. What about Auburn A&M? I think A&M loses today. I really do think that happens. Also, we do the college football show Monday through Friday as well. The only time we go 6 days a week is during the football season. I was also thinking about dabbling in the college football or college basketball space as well. Might be doing some live streams on Saturdays with college basketball. Probably just like the big late game as well. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say the SEC will probably be the best conference. But the games next week is probably going to be Alabama, Vanderbilt, and Texas, Florida. If nothing changes. And then as we get later in the season. All right, I'm going to start making some wings and dips. I'll be back. Woo pig. Yeah, we take a break at halftime. Appreciate you joining. And also, if you can subscribe to the YouTube, that helps a ton with what we're trying to do here. But I appreciate it. And then also look for the post-game Georgia Alabama show that will be a call-in show because I will open the phone lines. Appreciate you. All right, Notre Dame to kick it away. Ooh, what a big hit in the USC game. So Notre Dame puts up 21 first half points. Kirby is 107-13 versus everybody else. So almost half of Kirby's losses since he's been at Georgia have came to Alabama. Ooh, wow. But I will say, excluding last year, he's lost to Nick Saban 5 times, so I don't think that's a bad endeavor. So what do you got, Mr. Green? You need points. USC stuffed in the backfield. Hayes King running around creating havoc. Nope. All right, 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10. Uh-oh, USC is going to tie it up. So there's that. Well, I think if Arkansas doesn't get points here, it's it ain't looking so good. It ain't looking good for the Hogs. He kind of ran out of the pocket and really didn't need to. So they're doing a pretty quick first quarter here. Uh-oh. Way to get that one away. And it was a good punt. Wow. That was kind of a good special teams play. They did not get the punt blocked. What up, Maximus? That was a hell of a punt. Arkansas down 11 with 7 minutes to go in the first. Did they call that USC touchdown back? That sucks. Oh, man. So what do we got? Notre Dame back with it. What a throw by Mendoza. There goes that man, Jeremiah Love, for about a 13-yard scamper. Wake Forest gets on the board. They're up on Georgia Tech. You got to wrap Jeremiah Love up, my guy. Yeah, it's Notre Dame puts up 28 first half points. That was thrown to nobody. Why did all my lights go out? That's not good. Oh, did that thing overheat? I wonder. I wonder if that overheated. Hold on, everybody. I apologize, everybody. I've got some malfunctions. All right, I think that fixes it. Take this one. Sorry, I had something overheat. Which isn't a good thing. I apologize, everybody. This is what happens when you're a one-man band. All right. All right, I think we got it fixed. Apologize, everybody. But that's kind of what it was. Danny Dimes or Herbert? Probably Danny Dimes. If I can roll without that for a minute. Apologize, everybody. I would just like to know why that son of a thing wouldn't sit flat. And it still wants to lean. Fantasy, fantasy, fantasy. All right. Now we can kind of kick back and relax that we got that figured out. Green, almost another pick. Duke is beating Syracuse up. Appreciate all 15 of you guys watching. Memphis on top. Appreciate you. And also, if you guys would be so kind to subscribe to the YouTube channel, that would be great. Sorry for your loss. Yeah. Oh, no. Green. Nobody knew where the ball was. Arkansas going to lose to Mizzou again? Probably. But that was a run by Green. Arkansas can't stop anybody on defense. If you guys hit that link in the bio and subscribe to the YouTube channel, that'd be great. I don't know. Pearsall or Warren at flex. I would think Pearsall will get more looks, to be honest. I don't know if that cleats down. They didn't blow it dead on the. I don't think his foot completely touched out of bounds. But yeah, if you guys hit the link in the bio on our TikTok page, the link for YouTube, that would be swell. But we do take a break at halftime. They're looking at it right now to see if he is out, if he went out of bounds or not. Delusional Saints fans, appreciate the follow. Are gonna get beat by 25, not gonna lie. Oh yeah, the Bills are gonna crush the Saints. Minnesota tied it up. Let's roll down. Appreciate everybody watching on all platforms. Green gets crushed. Appreciate everybody. So Notre Dame. Green throws a worm burner. And that was just. Yeah, you can tell Syracuse misses Angeli. Yep. So we'll see what the Hogs come up with here. I should have gave that one. I would start Egbuka. 4th down, Hogs kicking a field goal. Why did I put money on Arkansas? I don't know. Probably because you like pain. I don't know if Trey Henderson is going to play a whole bunch. It's up. And it's good. Arkansas on the board with the field goal. So that's kind of where we're at right now. Egbuka, Pickens, or AJ Brown. I don't trust Pickens. Some people trust Pickens, but I don't. I wonder if I can do it. I can't do it. With Lamb out, Pickens was sitting on the bench with a towel over his head the other day. And also, you're putting a lot of trust in Dak. That's what that comes down to. I don't trust Dak, and I don't trust Pickens. That's the big thing. So, out of the back of the end zone, Notre Dame's offense is just crushing Arkansas. They just can't defend anybody. Start to Debo Johnson or DK. I don't know. DK is a little dicey just for the simple fact of they're going to Ireland. And that's just what it is. I would say it'll be tough sledding if Notre Dame puts up a touchdown here. Ooh, I was definitely thinking they were going to throw PI on that one. What's the score? I'm on the road and nothing will load besides TikTok. 28-13. Notre Dame is up 28-13 on Arkansas. And CJ Card takes off. The Arkansas defense is frustrated. It is getting chippy out there. Oh wow, that's a tough one right there. Ooh, CJ Carr almost now. Notre Dame is driving. I think Marcus is going to try to get another play in before the 2-minute timeout. Oh no, Pitt coughs it up. Big man recovers. All of that for what? You risked a false start for no reason. You should have just stood around and let it go. I mean, they haven't been able to stop you all day. What are we doing? Rutgers up by 7 on Minnesota. Duke all over Syracuse. Kansas State up on UCF. Miller Moss touchdown. Yep. Illinois is still up 7. Illinois is still up 7 on USC. Wake Forest is driving on Georgia Tech. Pitt has blown a 17-point first half lead. I didn't think that would take long. It took Brahma a half to figure out Narduzzi. That was quick. All right. I am glad we bet the over today. CJ Carr on 12 passes has 3 touchdowns, 233 yards. Arkansas is getting shredded. I would say that calling the dogs and tinkle on the fire because it might be over in Fayetteville. Oh yeah, they are hurrying this game along. Yeah, they are hurrying this thing along. I would say Fran Brown is probably going to go in there and melt the walls at halftime. Mm, it is looking rough out there in Fayetteville. Where is the ACC network at? Ooh, fumble. Yeah, that wasn't even close to catchable. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Looking, it is looking rough. It's not a pass. Robbie Ashford fumbled it there. Hmm. What's happening with you guys' team right now? Well, I think Arkansas is bad on defense. I'm just wearing a Arkansas hat to troll more than anything. I bet the over. That's just that's what I did. I bet the over. What are you, a fan? No, I'm a fan of SEC football. I have all kinds of SEC team gear. Bright side, still come here. Indy complain after your games y'all did after Memphis beat y'all. Oh yeah, the Arkansas fans want Pittman out. Do I think that they're gonna get it? I don't think so because you run the risk of completely alienating the part of the fan base, and it gives people when you fire the coach mid-season, it gives other programs to tamper with your team. I think if they were going to fire Pittman, they would have done it last week. Hmm. Looks like Pitt is making some strides. Uh, just out of reach. The big thing is ABC's got to keep this game on track. They really do. In my opinion, they really got to keep it on track. They have to keep this game on track because Vandy down 7. Because I don't think they want to delay the the rest of the games that they have on because Ole Miss is a big one and Ole Miss LSU's big and Alabama Georgia. I mean the topic du jour. I think that's the big one. Huh. But I think the Arkansas fans will go nuclear after this anyway. It'll be the Fire Pittman. George should be winning this game, huh? That's a bang. I think Notre Dame's going to punch in 35 first half points. USC marching on Illinois. Yep. There it is. 35 first half points put up by Notre Dame. I don't even know what the over under is. What did I even get the over under? $63.5. $63.5, and we are at 48 already. Oh no, some dude just got conked in the head with the extra point. Seen the sunglasses go doink. I'm sure that'll be watched in film study. 35 seconds and then halftime. Get this ready. There we go. So yeah, we'll have to see what it's looking like. Oh boy. Can the Hogs recover? Notre Dame's offense is too good for Arkansas's defense? Yeah. I mean, clearly you can look at, but I don't think Notre Dame's defense is anything to ride home about. It'll be interesting to see what the TV ratings are following this. Here comes Green. And he fumbled it. Oh, wow. I think that's Notre Dame ball. Wow. That is a rough one to swallow. Yep, Notre Dame just ripped it out. Well, there you have it, folks. About to break for halftime. USC's got a crack at the end zone. They got one timeout, 20 seconds. Clock is running. Oh, man, Notre Dame's going to get a field goal out of this. I don't know. I bet ND scores here. I would not be shocked if they don't. I think if Notre Dame scores here, CJ Carr and the first team might get one series. Oh, wow. Touchdown, barring no flags. Notre Dame going to put up 42 first half points on Arkansas. So it looks like Notre Dame's going to keep their season alive. Yeah. The Hogs have 42 first half points. Unbelievable. Unreal. Yep. So I think, are some of the Hog fans going to it'll be interesting to see what this looks like midway through the third quarter. Oh, wow. Yep, Sam's got the headset off, and I think we're going to kneel it and go to half. All right, it is halftime. Let me put up the halftime graphic, and I will see you guys after the half. All right, we are back from halftime. Wow, it is pretty much over. Appreciate everybody who stuck with us. Sorry it took a little bit longer than anticipated. That is just kind of how life goes sometimes. But appreciate everybody. Um, I am currently getting things set up. Um, ugh. Getting everything set up. Uh, let me get everything going. This has just been a whopper of a day so far, to tell you the truth. All right. So here we go. Let me get this retweeted. Da, 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 da. Oh, man. Fun times, fun times. Where are we at here? Da, da, da. What is going on? Hold on. I am currently trying to get this figured out. That is what we're doing. Arkansas is getting absolutely blown out. Da, 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 da. Oh, wow. That's a shockingly bad trade. Appreciate the likes. Um, all right, we'll just go with that. Let me get this retweeted. All right. Okie dokie. All right. Now that we got that, let me put the number in. The more I watch this USC Illinois game, I think Michigan's going to be a playoff team. I wouldn't be shocked, really. Hold on for everybody. Let me put the number in. All right, got that. Got that up. All right, there's the number. If you want to call, get your call in. Long day at the office for the Woo Pig. And it has been Woo Pig. And that stadium is empty. So there is that. We have the phone lines open. So there is the number. The number to call is on the ticker below. So if you want to call, get your call in. Mavilia is going to get someone killed. Yeah. Yep, that's kind of where we're at this point. I really just need some type of points here is what I need. I took the over, but there are appreciate the follow. Appreciate you. There's that. The USC fans are melting down. USF. But the need to change the stream because it's see the issue with that, Dave. I wish I could. I'm watching the game, but I would have to completely restart it, and that's what would hurt me big time if I had to restart it. But yeah, there's that. Appreciate the follow. USC still gonna win. I don't know. Although I will say that Fox is way behind. But I knew they were going to hurry along the Notre Dame game. It was going to finish probably 10 minutes before 3:30. But also the phone number is on the ticker below. If you want to call, get your call in. On YouTube, you only have 2 watchers. Yeah, but Dave, I got 29 people watching on Twitter. Ooh, we just need some semblance of points here, either team. Appreciate the follow. Trade Hurts. I don't know about that one. Syracuse has a ton of fans dressed as empty seats. So there is that. There's the debate that's been going on. Scary. I would say probably the Rams with Stafford. Because, see, the big noon kickoff is just now going to the fourth quarter. That's the big thing. Wow, the Carrier Dome is empty. I will say the Syracuse folk is getting pretty fair weather. But yeah, there's the number to call at the bottom. Can Georgia Tech come back? Yep. If you come on over to the YouTube side of things, if you come on over to YouTube, hit that link in our bio, and you come on over to YouTube, you can get the call-in number. We are doing the call-in show. The number is on the ticker below on our YouTube. You got to come to YouTube to get it. Which, yeah, I'm not shocked that they're going to blow it. Kind of shocking, really. Oh, I guess not. Yeah, this is we playing worthy or letting him sit another week. That's a tough decision. Alabama, Georgia, who wins? I think Georgia big. I think the dogs big. That is what I think. The dogs big. But yeah, the number to call. We'll leave the phone lines open until the game is over. But it is absolute destruction. All we need here, if I can look at the wagers, if it'll let me. All of this verifying, but the number to call is at the bottom of the screen. I got 63.5. Let's see here. I just need some type of points, Notre Dame. I would pass on that. I just need some type of points. I don't care. A field goal gets it done. Wow, I'm shocked to see some corners up there at Memorial are empty at Illinois. Come on, Minchie. Yes, sir. We bet the over. But yes, the phone number is at the bottom. If you want to call, the number is 260-255-4069 if you want to call. We'll leave the phone lines open until the end of the game. Also, if you call me with a restricted number, you're not getting answered. So there is that on top of it. Yes, sir. Bang. Probably going to get it unsportsmanlike. In Notre Dame, that would put it at, yep, the over cashes. Over cashes. Appreciate you for sharing the stream. We're also going to go back in a few. The phone lines are open. There is nobody at the Arkansas game now. There isn't anybody there. And there's like 8 minutes left. Unbelievable. So there's that. The like I said, the number to call 260-255-4069 if you want to get a call in and talk some Arkansas Notre Dame. Um dun, 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 dun. This is I guess I'm not really shocked at all by this, but oh yeah. I did do that earlier. Um I think the Woo Pig crowd is Gonzo. So there is that. Yep. Phone lines are open. If you want to call, go ahead and call. The floor is yours until the end of the game, and then we're going to promptly end and move on over to Ole Miss, LSU. I had to think for a second. So there is that. Arkansas absolutely gets dismantled today. So we shall see. What happened to Illinois last week? They ran into a buzzsaw that is Indiana. I think that's what happened. So Wake Forest is giving it back to Georgia Tech. The USC stuff is not going to fare well. They're going to probably fall out of the top 25. Minnesota up on Rutgers. They're really hoping. Okay. I need to get the multi-view set up. Let me look here. All right, we're going to jettison TikTok. There's that. Wow, 338 views on that. That's interesting. But yes, the number is at the bottom of the screen. If you're watching on X, come on over to YouTube. It is absolute and utter Notre Dame domination. It's just weird seeing Portnoy on Big Noon kickoff. I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah, this is tough stuff here. But yeah, I think a lot of the Arkansas Faithful, he started out 9-4, and then one possession game. Sam Pittman is 7-19. That is tough stuff, my friend. I avoid that stuff entirely. My life is so much better. Yeah. All right. So it is 3rd and 1. Arkansas gets first down. Georgia Tech has tied it up. It's just great. Indiana, Iowa is on Peacock. I just love it. But if you want to call, get your call in. The number to dial is 260-255-4069. Phone lines are open. Oh, they're reading Sam Pittman's column. Oh. That's a bad day. Man. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. This is. Mm. I don't know. That was a bad pick, Talon Green. Um, Yikes. They are lighting up Portnoy on the lightning delays for college football. All right. We'll leave the phone lines open for, I guess, a little bit longer. If you want to call, get your call in. The number to dial 260-255-4069. Just looking at the old Twitterverse here. Yeah, Syracuse, it looks rough in the stands. So there's that. All the folks watching on Twitter, appreciate you. Yeah, that is unbelievable. I can't believe well, but you got to remember Angeli got hurt and their backup looked awful. Oh yeah, that's that person. Yeah. The we'll leave the phone lines open for just a bit longer. Um because if Notre Dame is this ought to get interesting. Yikes. Never a good thing. Never a good thing. These stands are all but cleared out. SEC Network doubleheader today. Gonna get ready for Ole Miss, LSU. That was my sure pick of the week. Syracuse didn't listen to the pick of the week. Yeah. Well, I guess Lincoln gets it. USC goes for 2. So there's that. And there goes another Notre Dame big run. I'm kind of wondering when Marcus is going to call the dogs off on this side. There's that. Got 5 minutes left. Also, if you can do us a big favor, hit the like and subscribe button, turn on the bell notifications so you know when we go live. Yeah, it's a whole lot of celebrating going on. It's at Old Miss. I picked them in a close one. Yeah, I'm with you, Harold. Definitely taking the Rebs. I'm even going to put the Reb jersey on today. And then we'll be back at it. I'm a Wake grad and a Notre Dame fan, obviously, but I knew Wake would choke. Yeah, that is a interesting way of looking at it. But I guess Wake Forest just got a turnover or something. Oh, my view right now is that Dave, it's how do I want to say this? It's a commercial on my side of it, but yeah, I feel you on that's a funny way of looking at it. The USC fans are complaining a ton on their message boards. Are they really going to take it? Are they really going to try to run an ad Looks like Robbie Ashford's hurt. Marcus calls timeout. Okay, I get it. The only, I guess there's three top 10 teams idle this week: Texas, Oklahoma, and Miami. Who I'll be curious to see how far Florida State falls in this one. That'll be interesting. Also, the number to call, if you want to call in, 260-255-4069. Appreciate everybody hanging out on YouTube. Appreciate everybody hanging out on Twitter as well. So first and goal, Wake Forest. CJ Carr's day is done. Oh, wow. Wake Forest got it down. That's a first down, Notre Dame. It's about to be over. Michigan's on Big Noon next week. Now, where are we supposed to whine? Or is that later in the week? It's not going to be until it gets officially announced on social media because people won't realize it. Like, let me pull up week 5. Just see what week 5 looks like. And we get the 2-minute timeout. Awesome. I hope the network realizes that they got 9 minutes. What's the best Big Ten game next week? I'm looking here, Dave. Yeah, it's already been announced. I'm assuming Ohio State is off. Yeah, I'm looking at all the Big Ten games for next week, and Michigan, Wisconsin is by far the leader. Because when you're looking at it, just the Battle of Maroons are going to be in there. Mississippi State versus Texas A&M. Although I think Texas A&M should wear black, and Mississippi State should wear their all whites. Illinois needs to desperately go down and score a touchdown. What is the ABC big night game next week is Miami, Florida State. I forgot. Where's it at? Can't watch the game. Can't watch a game in Fayetteville. Oh, Dave, it's an absolute slaughter. I don't know. This might, for as much as I would hate to say it, I think this might be the end of the. Might be the end for JB Football Palooza, and USC sucks. That is a good one for JB. Or not a good one, but that is on brand. So yeah. Oh no, Illinois out the gate 88, and he almost scored, which that would have been better for them. That'd have been better for USC to just let him score, but what do I know? Oh no, they are roasting Coach O. Oh yeah, Dave, it's been announced. It's on Instagram. The Wisconsin people are saying, "Don't put us on Big Noon. We will lose by a lot." Oh, they're talking about the mini faces. Didn't think you'd see it. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure now the blue hairs, right? Yeah, that's fair. That is very fair. Oh. All right. 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go. And then we're going to hop on over to LSU. Although I do want to take the number off whenever we start the new stream. It's like, bang, phone line is open. What, does it let me roll the ticker and that? Yeah, it does. And then I can switch it. Yep. Louisville coming back. So they're going to push. ESPN is, well, I guess. Oh, there's a lot of time left in that. I was going to say ESPN is going to, they have to push Auburn. Marcus Freeman holding up his hands. Victory. It's a good bounce back win for the Irish. I will say that. Victory formation. That's it. That's all she wrote, folks. We are on to LSU Ole Miss. I'm sure Dave will follow us to the next stream. All right, everybody, have a good one. We will see you later. If you made it all 3 hours and 22 minutes, we will see you on the next stream. If you made it this far, hit that like and subscribe button. Turn on the bell notification so you know where to find us. And all the links are in the bio. So if you want to follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, it's all there. But here we go. We're going to jump on over to the LSU Ole Miss stream. All right, later, guys.